there is one myth where Apollo puts down his lyre. He goes hunting instead, side by side with his mortal love. Welcome to the Prytan Podcast, a daily practice in living well and flourishing, guided by archetypal psychology and eternal virtues through the lens of the ancient Greek world. Each episode, we listen to a myth or other story and discuss what it means for you, the listener. Today we're exploring Apollo and Hyacinthus, the archetype of bridging the emotional distance, and the virtue of Philia, affection as virtue. The myth of Apollo and Hyacinthus is unusual among Apollo's love stories because their relationship works, at least for a while. Apollo sees Hyacinthus, a young Spartan of remarkable beauty, and something happens that does not usually happen to the god of light and order. He is captivated, not by a domain to master, not by an oracle to establish, not by a serpent to slay, by a mortal. Apollo set aside everything to be with him. The lyre sat untouched. The oracle at Delphi went unattended. The chariot of the sun ran its course without his full attention on it. The god who normally stands at the radiant center of things came down from there and went hunting in the hills of Sparta with a mortal boy. They practiced discus together. They ran. They spent time in the way that people who love each other spend time. Simply together, without purpose, beyond the being together. This is new for Apollo. Other myths place him in command of something. Here he is, just present. Here he is, just in love. Ovid's account moves toward its end abruptly, but that is a story for tomorrow. Today is reserved for the love itself. The archetype and virtue. Author Jean Shinoda Bolin identifies emotional distance as one of the defining features of the Apollo archetype. The person who carries it relates primarily through the intellect. They organize experience, they name things clearly, but genuine rapport with another is hard for them. The glass is always there. They observe, they illuminate, but they do not easily let themselves be moved. Bolin writes directly that for the Apollo type, intimacy is the recurring challenge, the domain where clarity offers no protection. Hyacinthus is the exception. The Hyacinthus story is notable precisely because it shows what happens when that glass is removed, when the archetype is not observing from a safe distance, but is genuinely present, genuinely open, genuinely at risk. This is part of what Aristotle names as the virtue of Philia. Aristotle distinguishes three kinds of philia, or friendship or affection. The first is based on utility. People are useful to each other, and the friendship lasts as long as the usefulness does. The second is based on pleasure. People enjoy each other's company, and the friendship lasts as long as the enjoyment does. The third, which Aristotle calls the complete form, is based on virtue. People love each other for who they are, not for what they provide. In complete philia, each person wishes good for the other's own sake, not for what comes back, not for what is pleasant, for the sake of the beloved. This is rare. It takes time because it requires trust, and trust requires proof, and proof requires time. It requires good character on both sides, and the willingness to be genuinely known. Aristotle says that many people can live together in utility or pleasure, but complete philia is possible only between those who recognize each other's virtue and care about what is actually good for the other. Apollo's love for Hyacinthus moves in this direction. He does not love Hyacinthus because Hyacinthus is useful to him. He loves him in a way that changes what he does with his time, what he neglects in order to be present. The lyre, the oracle, the sun, all of it set aside. That is the mark of genuine philia. The other person matters more than the self-sufficiency that was protecting you before. The rational man archetype learns in love what clarity alone cannot teach. That a sealed glass room is perfectly ordered, but leads to one perfectly alone. And now, today's healing words. Feel free to repeat after me, or simply listen and absorb the words. I call on the Apollo within me, the part of me that keeps its distance, that observes and defines and illuminates from behind glass. I do not disown this part. It has kept me safe. But today, I call on what Hyacinthus called out of Apollo: the capacity to put down the perfection, to be present with someone not as a boss or leader, but as a person who loves them. To let another person matter enough to change what I do with my time. I call on my own Philia, the kind of care that reaches past usefulness and pleasure, toward the simple, radical fact of someone I love. As we close out this episode, consider doing this project for today. Think of one person you genuinely love, not for what they provide or what they give you, but for who they are. Write their name down. Then write one sentence about what you see in them that you don't tell them often enough. That sentence is yours to give or keep. That's it for today's episode. Tomorrow on the Prytan Podcast, the fate of Hyacinthus, the archetype of the grief of the rational man, and the virtue of megalopsychia, greatness of soul. If you'd like to join our community and support what we do, you can subscribe to us on your platform of choice and follow us on social media. Links are on our website at prytanpodcast.com. That's Prytan podcast.com. In the meantime, live well and flourish.